Let's start with, am I the asshole for telling my fiance that he embarrassed me when he started singing the happy birthday song to his 5-year-old son at the restaurant? I'm gonna tell the story now. You ready? I, female 30, have been with my fiance Ned, a male 36, for a year and a half. He has a 5-year-old son with his ex-girlfriend. They don't have a custody arrangement, but he has him most of the week because the mom is currently sick. His son is lovely, but I noticed that Ned takes him everywhere he goes, including places that aren't child friendly, and we have an issue with that now, but we're working on it. His son's
What they got to do with him singing?
This is how you
What that had to do with him singing to his kid though?
I think
Why she what? Come
I
on.
think that's where we're going with this. You got
And her boyfriend's name is Ned.
I think she put it in quotes. She made up a name.
Oh, all right. I'm about to say it. She's a goddamn liar. That nigga's name is not Ned.
No, that's
But made up name. God,
exactly.
I'm with the name. I'm with the made up names.
Yeah.
All right, back to you.
His son's 5th birthday was days ago. Ned took us out to a restaurant to celebrate. The place was nice and looked a bit unfitting for the occasion because it was a somewhat expensive place. Anyways, we ordered food, then got the birthday cake, which was a surprise to me because I thought we were going to celebrate at home so we could be free to sing and play however we wanted. I still had no issue with that till Ned started singing the happy birthday song to his son. I was stunned. I almost dropped my plate. He was singing it at the top of his lungs, not even looking around or paying attention to how many people were staring at us awkwardly. I felt so embarrassed. I kept whispering for him to stop, but he ignored me. Stop it. Away.
Singing his little heart away. Sing your little heart out, Ned.
Of course, my future stepson was hype and a little too active, which isn't good when we're
Oh.
at a public place. I expected the staff, the manager, anyone to get involved and stop him, but no one did.
Nah, let that man sing to his son. That's what they were saying.
In
They
fact,
were saying, let him sing to his son. He gonna tip us real good.
in fact, some woman came up to us and offered that she help him take a video recording. I wasn't in it at all. I froze in my seat looking stunned and a little angry. Oh, wait, there's more? Okay.
Yeah, keep going. Back to my tips.
He looked at me later asking what was wrong. I didn't say anything except thanks for finally noticing. He didn't understand what I meant and I didn't explain till we were in the car. I flat out told him that he embarrassed me the second he started singing in the restaurant. He looked shocked, saying he didn't get why I would be so embarrassed by him celebrating his son's birthday and cheering him up. I told him we could have done this at home when we'd be more comfortable and free. He took it as in I was ashamed of him and his son, but I denied it and said that it just felt awkward and embarrassing to maybe because I think she meant to say to me because I've never been in this situation and also judging from the restaurant we were at. He said that his son's mom is sick and he's trying to do all he can to cheer him up and that all families do that and no one had an issue with that except me. Then when I tried to explain, he got mad and said he no longer felt like talking. We haven't been speaking since then. It appears he's still salty about me saying what I said and insinuating that I see him and his son as an embarrassment. Am I the asshole? I think he's being too harsh with the whole ignoring me thing instead of talking it out.
Gotta talk it out, first of all. Very important.
Yeah.
In all forms of relationships, friends, family, significant other.
Yeah.
Gotta talk it out. That's number one. Number two, I see both sides here. I gotta be honest. A lot of people don't know this because I shut up a lot of times when people sing in public. But I absolutely despise when people bust out singing in a public place where there's not any singing involved. If we're at karaoke, sing your little heart out. If we're at a concert or someone's performance, sing your little heart out. But if we are at a random ass place where you are not being asked to sing, I always feel like, why the fuck is this person singing right now? Shut up.
Does it make
We
you
are at the
uncomfortable when I sing
gym.
on the pod?
No, this is entertainment. You could sing the whole pod, and I would just crack up and laugh.
Okay.
This is a place where singing is fine. But if we're at Planet Fitness getting sets in, why are you singing in the middle of the sets? Mad loud for everybody to hear you. Shut the
So
hell
does
up.
Planet Fitness play music?
Yeah,
I totally
but
see
not for you to
somebody
sing
like
along with.
accidentally singing along to
Ain't
something
no
on Planet.
accident. We're adults. You opened your mouth, you took a breath, and
Oh,
tried to
okay.
let go from the diaphragm. This is not an accident. So I totally
Wow.
understand her side of, yo, this is mad embarrassing.
Yeah.
We did not talk about this.
Okay.
You are giving us lots of attention that
Okay.
I don't want,
Hmm.
and I didn't even know was coming. I am embarrassed and caught by surprise. I totally see that side. However, I also see the other side. Yo, let me sing to the little nigga, man. He's 6.
He's 5.
Or 5, excuse me. He's 5. Let me sing to my 5-year-old. Who cares if it's embarrassing? It ain't about you right now. It's about this little guy. Let the little guy enjoy his moment and be embarrassed. Hey, listen, you could tell me when we get home,
Yeah.
babe, please don't do that again, especially without warning. I was embarrassed. I wasn't ready. And truly, I would prefer if we didn't do that. And we could have a discussion. But, let the little man get his shine. Especially mom is sick. Dad is trying to do all he could do. Have just a slice of empathy. Just a slice. You don't even got to have a slice of cake, but have a slice of empathy.
I think this should have started with the restaurant, right? I think if this person was so felt so strongly about, oh, this restaurant might be a little bit too, well, the person used expensive. So I'm assuming maybe it was an upscale restaurant. Fine. You could say, oh, should we go somewhere more kid friendly? That might have been the first line of defense. Because at the
But
very
wait a
least,
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Why are you taking a 5-year-old to an expensive restaurant for their birthday? I don't understand. Why are we not at like Chuck E. Cheese or some random ass 5-year-old appropriate place? Like, why?
that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm in agreement with
Oh
you.
yeah.
I'm saying I don't understand why they're even there if that's the case. Because I didn't even think about that. Like, you're right, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If I'm celebrating my 5-year-old's birthday, we're not going to a 5-star restaurant. Like,
Right.
we're
And
going to some place that they're gonna have fun, like some arcade that serves nuggets or
nuggets and
something. Like,
fries,
and I could get like, all right, maybe
butter noodles.
right, maybe you want to go to somewhere that's cool. Like, there's as a parent or even just someone who be with kids. Like, you can have nieces, nephews, whatever. You know the spots you take small kids.
Yeah.
You also know the spots you truly enjoy as an adult, but don't want kids there.
Right. It's a
And
different
most people
experience.
don't want kids there. You know the places that you about to spend $100 a person. You don't when you walk in that motherfucker and somebody's kid is there. You like, why they got a kid? There's kids here today?
Yeah. That's
Maybe I
that's a
maybe
thing.
I chose the wrong day to come here.
Yeah.
That's not where you go to celebrate the 5-year-old's birthday.
No, which is why I think that maybe the way, and I guess she couldn't have known that he was going to sing, but I think the way to circumvent this whole uncomfortable situation would have been to say, hey, that's where we're going. He turned 5, and can we go somewhere a little bit more kid friendly where he'll have a fun time? Maybe it's someplace that has pizza or whatever it is kids like to eat. Maybe it's someplace that has games or something that we could do that's fun and interactive. Because 5-year-olds are active. So I think it would have been really easy to pivot away from the upscale restaurant. I also think that expensive is relative, right? Like, so um I don't even know what this person is considering, because they just use the word expensive, but I don't even know what that means to them, because it could mean, you know, it can mean a number of things.
Olive Garden.
But that's why I'm saying, like, there might be somebody who's like, oh well, maybe we needed to go to the ball pit at McDonald's instead of going to Olive Garden, or maybe there's somebody who's saying, oh, it's more like a Ruth's Chris vibe. Like, we went to Ruth's Chris, that's more expensive, right? So I don't know exactly what they meant by that, but if I'm just guessing and I'm thinking about what I consider expensive, no, I'm probably not gonna take the 5-year old there, or I'm probably going to suggest against, as a woman who doesn't have a kid, if I'm with my significant other who has one and we're trying to take them out for their birthday. I think it makes more, I understand, like, trying to go above and beyond because this kid is going through something very traumatic, not being around his mom and all of that. And I totally understand that. But I think that was the angle. I think the angle right there would have been, let's make this work. Let's make this so fun for him. Like, let's do something really fun. And then when we get home, we can celebrate with cake and all of that. But I'm also the type of person that would plan ahead. She doesn't sound like she was really involved in the planning of it, because me, I would have already had the cake at home.
Yeah, it definitely, I agree. I think that already before we even get to the restaurant, there was a lack of communication
Yeah, agree.
because there probably should have been a discussion. It doesn't seem like there was one.
No.
Doesn't seem like it seemed like they missed out on a few conversations. But
Yeah.
just addressing the restaurant choice, it seems like there was a discussion that should have happened about the restaurant choice and it didn't, which then leads to the other stuff that she felt was
Right.
embarrassing, right? So if you were in Chuck E. Cheese, for example, I'm not saying people should go to Chuck E. Cheese or should not, but just for example, if you're in Chuck E. Cheese and you bust out singing, shit, 30 people might just join in. Oh, happy birthday. Yeah, they don't care. It's Chuck
To
E. Cheese.
you.
Yeah, people trying to hit notes they can't even hit. Ooh, all that.
Yep.
Everyone claps. Yay!
Right. If this was
Happy
Funtime
birthday, Matt.
USA, if this
I
was
mean,
Funtime USA, if this was the McDonald's with the ball pit on Utica Avenue, if this was
yeah, people
if
just
this,
like, hey, it's a good time.
if this was, I don't know, where do Dave and Buster's.
Exactly. You got to be
Um
careful with Dave and Buster's. A lot of adults at Dave and Buster's. But
right, but
yes,
during
all
the
of those are
day,
correct.
and I gotta be honest, I'm one of the adults that get upset when the kids are playing the games that I want to play at Dave and Buster's.
You're a hater. You just leave them kids in. Nobody told you to come here at 10 a.m. when they open. Anyway,
Don't
um,
get on my Guitar Hero
hello.
unless
Let me
you
tell you something.
unless you're ready to
Let me
duke
tell
it
you,
out.
let me tell you something. Little Max will bust your ass in Guitar Hero. That's the funny thing
Nah.
about going to something like a Dave and Buster's early in the morning when they first open. You be on some like, yeah, we're gonna go to Dave and Buster's for our little date, and then we'll go to brunch, okay? And it sounds like a good time. And little Max be looking at you like, you want you next? You sure you next? All right.
When
Look
they
at
like,
you be busting your ass trying to beat little Max. Little Max is chilling. Little Max is like this. He knows it by heart. Little Max is just looking at you.
carpal tunnel kicking.
He ain't even looking at the screen. He's looking at you.
Oh my gosh! Meanwhile, my fingers are cramping up because I'm old and I've been typing
He's
for
talking
years.
shit. He's talking shit to you, but kind of helping you at the same time. He's like, no, you gotta hold the buttons for this one. Hold it like
Yo,
this.
so true. Especially when the kids start to line up.
Oh
Look
yeah.
at you lining up. Listen, I'm playing my game.
Yeah. Getting your ass buzzed by 5-year-old Max. Because what you don't know is all 5-year-old Max does
It's play
is
Guitar
play
Hero.
Guitar Hero now.
Right. Meanwhile,
Little
I got a
Max be
whole
here
ass
every
job.
Saturday at 10 a.m. when they open, and here you come trying to impress your little lunch date. Trying to impress your date. No, babe, listen, Derek. I'm trying to tell you, Derek, this is my game. Derek, I love Guitar
Oh,
Hero. I'm telling you.
Listen,
Now Derek is embarrassed like the lady in
listen.
this story.
Them little
Because you
niggas be
got
lining
Derek
up.
didn't watch you get your ass buzzed by a 5-year-old.
They be lining up, and I'll be like, not yet, not yet. It's not your turn yet.
And this is why you're cool grandma, but not really. But not really. Anyway, back to this scenario here.
Right. So,
Um,
okay, go ahead.
we moved past the restaurant choice. Cool. Yeah, you should
Yeah.
have had a better restaurant choice in a conversation. Now, as far as singing,
Mm-hmm.
I like I said, I see both sides. And I would like to move past the restaurant and the singing to what happened after. Now, he's thinking he didn't do anything wrong. He's thinking in his mind, man, I gave my kid a good moment and we move on.
Yeah.
But she's not. And this problem now comes from communication. And I don't think she's necessarily an asshole because I'm an asshole. So, like I said, I see both sides because
Mhm.
I definitely understand the hey, shut the hell up.
What the
Why
hell
are
are you
you
thinking?
singing?
Yeah, no, I understand. I don't like
So,
that
yeah,
singing stuff
like
at all.
my initial thought when you just read the headline or the main part was like, yeah, shut up. We at the restaurant, but gotta be objective. And I think the
Mhm.
problem comes afterwards when you don't express things properly to the other person.
Right.
Because it's okay to be upset, it's okay to be embarrassed, but you have to speak to this person and have a clear conversation about what went down so they can understand your side. And now they can have a slice of empathy for you. Because when you're in dad mode, you're not always necessarily thinking about
Right.
everyone else. You're thinking, all right,
I'm
this is
trying to
what
get my
my
kid
kid
happy.
wants, this is what my kid needs, this is the priority. Like if my daughter's about to pee herself because she got to use the bathroom, I don't really care about anybody
Anything
else
else?
right
Yeah.
now.
Of
I'm trying to get my kid to a bathroom, even if I gotta push somebody out the way. Hey, yo, move, son. I'm trying to get my kid in the bathroom. We get scrapped while she's peeing, as long as she gets to pee before she pees herself. Extreme example, but I'm just saying sometimes that's how it is as a parent. So one, I understand that, and again, I see both sides. I understand as someone who is not a parent, how this might not have registered in your mind. Where, hey,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to give my kid who's going through a hard time a fun time and celebrate him as he should be celebrated as a kid turning 5. So I also understand the person who's not a parent not really understanding that. But it seems to me like this person lacks a little bit of empathy, and like they both are lacking in the communication piece a little bit.
Mhm.
Because if now he is taking it where, oh, you think me and my son are embarrassing and I don't want to talk to you, you got to calm down and talk to her and find out what's really going on, because clearly y'all are not communicating well here. And if you care enough to stay in this relationship, you both got to put the egos in the back pocket and have some honest conversations. So next birthday, yeah, don't go to the 5-star restaurant, and maybe he doesn't sing. Maybe you let the staff at Chuck E. Cheese do it or whatever. I don't know, Dave and Buster's. Listen, lots of restaurants, they love to come over and do happy birthday, happy birthday. And I hate that, but some people, some people love that. And you could get your happy birthdays off, at the proper establishment.
There's definitely a place to do that, and it's not every restaurant. There are. You know what embarrasses me? On my co-host on camera. That's what embarrasses me.
Yo,
What was happening there?
I was trying not to grab too. It's like crumbs at the bottom of the bag now. I got the big. You see the bag? Like, look what's left right here. Look what's left.
You were like, that's not the chip I wanted.
All that's left. This itty bitty bit in my big party size bag. This is gonna be the artwork right here. Let me turn the bag around so we don't sponsor them. All right, now that we got the artwork,
You were like,
this all that's left.
yeah.
So you be in
No,
there
you're
digging
good.
for
It
the
doesn't show the
crumbs.
entire logo, by the way. the way you were holding it. So you're good.
Yeah, this is all that's left. All right, so this will be the alright.
Yeah.
This is all that's left in my bag. So I didn't wanna grab too many crumbs and I look like a fatty fat, you know what I mean?
But you gotta
I
look
don't
like you were examining
but
it.
but then what happened was I also understand that I don't want to grab too many crumbs and I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? You know when you be like trying to get all the crumbs in there, you trying to shovel them in?
You
I ain't want to do that. So at this
okay.
point I'm gonna just sit them over there on the couch.
I think that's
I'm
a
gonna have
good
to sweep.
attitude.
I'm gonna have to sweep after that because I dropped some on the floor. And we'll just move to snack number two. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
wow, this is a whole okay. I did not realize that this was the snack hour. Oh,
I'm
okay.
I'm only here so I don't get fined.
Well then, let's move on to the next Am I the Asshole, which is about food.
There you go. Let's do it.
Let's
Take it
do
away.
it. Let's do it. But I should say I agree with everything you said. I don't think there's anything to add there. I do think that the better communication would have helped throughout the entire thing. I do want to go back to real quick to like when they're actually in the moment in the restaurant. That's not that's not the time to be whispering. Please stop. Just you gotta. The train is
You
already
gotta
off the
eat that.
tracks.
You gotta eat that.
Yeah, and the train's already off the tracks. I
Pun,
at
pun
that point,
intended.
yeah, at that point it was like,
Listen, if she communicated properly, he might have ate that.
all right,
Sometimes you gotta just, know how to apologize.
I agree with that.
You know what I mean? Fellas, those listening, watching, viewing,
All right,
thank you. We appreciate you.
this is not the Man Cave Monday podcast. Okay,
I'm just saying, fellas,
this is not
sometimes
the
if you
Man Cave
embarrass your
Monday
queen,
podcast.
I'm just trying to give him a little slice of advice. Sometimes, and ladies too, sometimes you gotta just apologize in a certain way, to let them know, hey, my bad. I didn't mean to do that, but I'm gonna make you feel good since I made you feel bad.
Sure, yeah,
That's all.
agreed. I just didn't know where you were going with that, and
That's it.
I
You
got
know what I mean?
I got it. Thank you. But you're
You're
absolutely
welcome.
right. Sometimes you got to think outside the box.
Or never mind. Go
Yep,
ahead.
exactly. I think that's, yep.